Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you how to play Faceit and Mirage, and I'm not the best player on Faceit and Mirage, but I'm just gonna give you some general tips and tricks on how to play the Faceit. And first of all, when you play the Faceit, it's much about knowing if you want to play aggressive or if you not want to play passive, because most of the time when you're playing A, you're gonna have one guy in connector, one guy short, and one guy mid, and they're gonna focus on mid, and one guy B, one guy A. And normally the easy side to retake is A side, because it's so open. There's so many angles for the T's to hold, and you can use a lot more utility than coming from market on B. That's a lot easier to hold. So it is much easier to retake, especially if you have a man advantage. So if you're just gonna have like normal where you have 3 guys towards mid and you're playing solo A, then most of the time I would recommend just maybe playing retake, especially if you have off. Just play holding angle or just jumping for info can be a good alternative when you're playing an A. But if you have a guy connector that wants to support you sometime on A, or if you're gonna go to his side, you can play forward on A, and a lot of different angles you can play is that you can have maybe one guy under here and one guy is towards stairs, so he can hold like palace for you, and when you get contact he can swing out of you. Or then you can play some angles on side, and that's also fine, but most of the time if you want to play around the side area, you need to have a guy holding your palace, because and then you have to hold here and also be ready for a palace peek. And if you're playing on side and get a full and they execute fully on you, and they smoke here and smoke city, then you have a really hard time to defend yourself, because they're gonna be flashes everywhere and you're pretty much isolated off for the connector guy. So the most time you're gonna play side is when you have a teammate with you. But if he's in connector, then most time just play passive here. If you see the smokes, throw molos some nades, maybe take a fight, but then just play the retake, because most of the time you will do the retake successful. So if you're not playing on side or passive, then you sometimes can do something aggressive, and that's what I would recommend, either playing aggressive or just playing passive. And if you're playing aggressive, you need your second teammate. You can do like 3 main things. I'll do is that either you can do the smoke where you run here, and when you get over triple, then you just jump throw like this, aiming at that, and it's gonna bounce here and land right in front of ramp. Then you're gonna do most of the time you're just gonna do a molly, then you're gonna do a smoke, and then you can do like a nade or flash, and then you can peek behind the molly. And this molly can land a bit deeper, and then you can take ramp after, and you have a one way almost in here, so you can clear if they're lining up for execute. And then you have ramp. Then after you have ramp, you can either just jiggle it with a smoke or something, or you can just fall back. Another thing you can do is that you can get your connector guy to flash you down. You can, mostly it's best to do late, so go here, wait a bit seconds, then you can throw this flash where he goes around here, crouches and aim at the top of this right thing here, right here, and then he just throws. And this flash is good because it lands pretty deep, so even the guy here will get wide, and everybody will get wide towards you. And then you can peek ramp and try to get a kill. And if you don't want to peek ramp, then you can go up here to palace and peek palace. But it's important that if you're holding palace here, don't do it for too long, because if there's a guy that hurts you, he probably can pre-swing you. So go up, take the peek, and if you want to aggress, then you can aggress, but don't hold it too long and then just fall back. And that's how to play A side. If you want more tips on how to play A side, then write in the comments. This was just a short general video on how to play A side. If you want me to go more in detail how to play with your connector player and rotation, then write in the comments, and I'll see you. Bye.